This exercise is also asking us to format a string from two variables. Now in this exercise, I'm going to talk more about the details of converting or rounding numbers in Python, as well as some of the other features of the formatted string. So here we have a grade, which is a floating point number. We have 88.444, and we're being asked to format it as 88.4. So we are basically asked to drop two of the decimal values and keep one of the decimal values. How can we do that? Now, we have seen that we can convert a float to an integer using the int function. Unfortunately, this will just completely drop the decimal part. So we are being asked to keep only one decimal point in here. So without knowing anything in Python, it's still possible to do this using int. We just need to multiply this by 10 so that we shift the decimal point to the right, and then do the int and then divide it over 10. Okay. This is not needed because indeed there is a function called round in Python, and the function round, as the name implies, round the number. By default, it rounds the number to integer, but this function can take an optional parameter, which is the decimal points, to keep. If we want to keep one decimal point, we can do 1 here and we get 1, and 2 and we get 2. So we can use round here to round the grade to one decimal point, and once we round the grade to one decimal point, we can either concatenate or use a formatted string. So let's call this value grade 2. And then what we can do with grade 2, we can do concatenation grade of plus student plus is space plus str of grade 2. Again, don't forget you need to cast it to a string. Python doesn't know how to concatenate a string with a float or a string with an integer, and then the percentage sign. In a formatted string, I can do the grade of student is, and then grade 2. There is no need to convert here because it's a formatted string. The percentage sign here, and we'll get the same thing. Finally, in a formatted string, I can kind of skip this step here and provide a formatting directive. I can say the grade of student is grade, but then I can tell it that I want to have one decimal point, and that's 0.1 f, and the percentage sign here, and that will be the same. So 0.1 means keep one decimal point. If you want also to specify how many digits you want to keep before the decimal point, you can specify it here. So you can say that it's 3.1f or 2.1f if you want to keep 2 and 1.1f. This will not change this number, but if this number was smaller than 0, you will get a different formatting.